All right, folks, relatively warm day here across the southeast. In fact, we tied our record set back in 1972. 86 degrees, our high this afternoon, low this morning around 58 degrees. Relatively warm out there. We're starting to see a lot more moisture being kicked up from the Gulf of Mexico, and cloud cover is beginning to develop. But today, we didn't see much when it came to shower activity. We're going to continue not to see any type of rainfall on our forecast, at least for Titan HD radar through the evening hours. So, of course, North Florida, South Georgia, Alabama, you really don't have to worry about the wet stuff just yet. But it looks like as we get into tomorrow afternoon, we'll start to increase that rain chance with a cold front on the way. More details on it coming up in just a quick second. 78 degrees currently, though, in Tallahassee, 71. Valdosta, 68 degrees. Cool spot in Waycross. 73 in Apalachicola, 74 in Marianne, and 76 degrees in Dothan, Alabama. Now, with this cloud cover that will continue to increase throughout the Big Bend region, we are going to see warmer temperatures within our overnight period. Instead of those low 50s, we'll be seeing around the upper 50s and low 60s. Out in the tropics, we're mainly clear out there for any type of rotation. Low pressure systems are non-existent throughout the Atlantic Basin, the Caribbean, and the Gulf of Mexico. So that is definitely good news for us as we get closer and closer to the end of hurricane season. However, we do have some rainfall on the way. You can tell a line of showers and thunderstorms associated with portions of Kentucky getting into Tennessee, stretching all the way down into the eastern or extreme eastern regions of the state of Texas. That's our low pressure system starting to develop, and off to the north, a frontal boundary system, cold front to be more precise, that's going to start to make its way into our localized area within the next 12 to 24 hours, increasing our rain chances. This is the setup, though. We've got that area of high pressure that's been over us, dominating the Big Bend region for quite some time, keeping the clear skies within the forecast, but the heat as well. Well, that's shifting towards the south. Moisture starts to kick up from the Gulf of Mexico from the back half of that area of high pressure, and with this cold front rolling on in from the north and west, well, we're going to have to increase the potential for scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. About 30% for our northwestern areas, but if you're around the southeastern regions, such as Lafayette County, portions of Suwannee County, even Hamilton County, about a 20% chance for tomorrow afternoon. Beach and boating forecast for tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies out there, but shower activity will start to develop around those coastal waterways as we get into the latter part of the afternoon and early evening. Winds 15 knots out of the west, seas only about a foot, smooth conditions in the bay and inland areas. Tonight's forecast, 57 degrees, partly cloudy. Fog will start to develop as we make it into around 11 p.m., but will top off around 3 o'clock in the morning. So if you do have that early morning commute, perhaps to church for tomorrow, make sure you have those low beams on instead of those high beams. Tomorrow afternoon, I should say, forecast 81 degrees, 20% chance mainly for our area, but that 30% chance will linger around our northwestern areas. As we get into the 7-day outlook, though, we are going to have to continue to increase our rain potential, especially as we get into Election Day Tuesday. That low pressure system that we were discussing just a moment ago within extreme eastern Texas will start to make its way into the Panhandle and southern Georgia areas. So that's where you could expect to see some more scattered shower and potentially some intense thunderstorm activity. Good news with all of this, though, is that we will start to decrease these temperatures back down to seasonable conditions. So away from the 80s, back to the 70s.
All right, and if you didn't get a chance to get out and early vote, you may want to bring your umbrella Tuesday to the polls.
And perhaps some galoshes, too.
All right. Well, thank you so much.